Well, good morning. On behalf of both myself and my highly visible light switch, which I couldn't get out of the shot, it's just going to live there forever. Pay no mind. I received in the mail last week a small parcel, which I have with me here. It has penguin stamps on it that say additional ounce, and he's looking down at his tummy as though to say that that is the additional ounce that they speak of. Inside this rather plain yet penguin box, there is a much more exciting box, shaped like a coffin, which I will soon need. I'm not sure if this is going to reverse the text, as so many webcams appear to do. So if you can't read any of this, it's not your fault, you're just a little backwards. Inside of this box, there is a small bag. And it is this bag that I am not so much looking forward to. As you can see on it, perhaps in reverse, it instructs you to fear the Reaper, which I'm assuming is the Carolina Reaper pepper that they have infused the essence of into this chip. Now, you don't want to touch this with your bare hands. You want to handle it only with your bare eyeballs. No. Safety first. Let's get these gloves going. This is going to be one of those long, drawn-out doctor sequences where nothing goes right. You know, like every visit to the doctor you've ever had. All right. Don't forget old Lefty. This is so distasteful. This is not the kind of cinema you should be spending your Saturday morning on. All right, safety first, and of course, fashion second. Fashion accessories. Gotta have those. I do have some steaming hot coffee on standby. If things get too spicy in the mouth area, I'll just throw in some hot coffee, because I hear that that does wonders. No, indeed, I actually have some tepid room temperature water fashion accessories. All right. What I'm expecting to happen here is that I will begin to both cry and snot considerably. Every orifice of my face is about to become very, very upset with me. I will attempt, before I begin, to wet the surface of my mouth area so that I hopefully don't go and breathe in all of the Carolina Reaper dust immediately. Really get that in all the nooks and crannies. All right. I have had a lot of ghost pepper chips, materials, sauces, that sort of thing, which the internet tells me, oh, that's powdery. The internet tells me is about 1 million Scoville units, something like that. It smells like death. Just death and nothing else. So I've had some ghost peppers running around 1 million. The internet also tells me Carolina Reaper peppers are somewhere around 2.2 million. So this will be 1.2 million, again, more than I have ever had. Here is the chip itself, which you can see just looks, some of it's still in the bag, don't worry, we'll fish it out. It just looks terrible. It looks like it has been charred by the brimstone of Satan himself. Just gonna pop that right on in there. Let's not delay. That was most likely one of the more boring 30 seconds of your life. But there's a lot happening behind the scenes. As you can see by my face, which is growing increasingly redder as time goes on, and my eyes, which are so cutely tearing up. Oh, please, no, don't. Why? Very effective acting aid here. Goodness me, my mouth is upset at what I've just done to it. There's the nose. The nose has become involved. We are in play. I'll just take a second to collect myself here. It has spread quite effectively to every surface of my tongue. It's starting to crawl up through the middle of my teeth, where I most likely have some decay, which this is taking full advantage of. I'm going to try very hard not to get this anywhere near my eyes or nose as I'm doing this. That is very unpleasant. It's very concentrated heat on the tongue. It doesn't seem to be going down my throat too badly just yet. I've heard that happens to a lot of people, so I'm looking forward to it. All right. While I am snotting all over myself here, excuse me. Ooh, that's lovely. It has not lasted on the initial punch. The most concentrated, nasty part of it has not lasted quite as long as I thought. However, I have apparently lost control of my bottom lip and sometimes my tongue, and I don't know if I am actually still speaking words. If I am, again, they're probably quite backwards. Nothing to do with the camera, just my own brain. That's fun, though. I could really recommend that as a breakfast item. Ooh, excuse me. Dreadful. Recommend that as a breakfast item to anyone who would be interested. In fact, throw one of those in a mortar and pestle, get to work, have yourself some lovely dust to put over your morning eggs. A little kick. That'd be lovely. I'm also beading up in the forehead region and must be slowly wiped down like an ancient king. If only I had some palm fronds, but I do not. Starting to think about the water loosely, just because it's been a while now, and the pain in my mouth. My body's saying, please stop. Please stop the pain. And yet, it's a little fun. Must be all the endorphins or whatever I have in me that are firing off and giving me, a little lightheadedness. This is the best I've felt in well over a decade, I can tell you that, for certain. All right. I think the worst of it might be over. I will deal with whatever aftermath there might be off camera in the privacy of my own home, as God intended, or whoever wrote that rule. Thank you for going on this journey with me, this journey of mouth heat, which I think has been a massive success. You can tell by the color of my lips, which are readily approaching black, that this was not a good idea. But it did pick me up. I feel like I am ready for the day now, and I hope you are as well. See you next time I find something terrible to torture myself with. I hope.